Welcome
Back.
to TAE Time Podcast. Hope everyone is good. Hope everyone's having a good day.
Yeah.
Saturday, 16th of November.
Yes. Our little setup, if you're watching, got a little revamp. We got a blanket, some pillows. I wanted this so bad. Like, I don't understand. I don't think you understand. I just couldn't relax in here until I had my blanket and my pillow.
Yeah, and a pillow. Yeah.
So I got my blanket and pillow.
All right, buddy. We get it. You're bougie.
I don't think it is. I think it's basic necessities.
Yeah, and a carpet too. You can't see the carpet.
Yeah, the
but
rug. It's beautiful.
I got a
It's
rug,
very,
yeah.
very nice.
Rug, carpet, same thing. Different.
I would call this a rug. I feel like a carpet is when a place is carpeted.
Oh, okay.
But I could be wrong. It's just what I say.
Yeah, and then
It's
a
how I
rug.
found out what step sibling means recently.
Lol.
I didn't know half sibling and step sibling were separate.
Or two separate
things.
things. Yeah, Nicola did not know that. But yeah. Yeah, no, this is a rug, I guess, because yeah, it's carpeted, like carpet floors.
Yeah.
And then you put a
That's
rug,
what I say.
and then you put a rug.
Yeah.
Can you put a rug on carpet, or does it?
Yeah,
Look,
you can, but it looks a bit weird. Oh my gosh, what was it that you said that my favorite influencer was dogging on? What are they called? Like the rug throw things.
oh, the little white fur mats,
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Yeah.
So let me tell you, right? I follow
Yeah,
this.
she was dogging on them.
Yeah, I follow this person, right? And she shared some selfie, whatever, and there was like 5 of them. Like it was like one here, one here, one here,
Ew,
one here.
that's
It was
excessive.
like the fuggliest thing ever.
That is so excessive. That's ridiculously excessive.
Yeah.
That's ew.
Ew, that's what I feel.
Inside a room, like in her bedroom,
Well,
or like
it
makeup
looked
room.
like the bedroom, and then like the hallway, and then like wherever she was. So it was like, yeah. But
That's yuck.
she probably thought it was
I don't like those
aesthetic.
things.
I hate them
I
too.
never liked Nicola's one. She always had one that in the old house.
But you know, our
and I
one
hated
kind
it.
of fit in. It kind of fit in.
No, it kind of was forced to.
I don't know.
Like
I just kind of had it.
yeah, it was just there.
It was just there.
It was just there. It wasn't aesthetically pleasing. It wasn't anything. It was just there.
It was just there.
You know, like it wasn't a net negative either, but it wasn't a net positive. So it was just there.
Yeah. Anyways, what's your weekly stand up?
My weekly stand up is I've just been messing around. I haven't really been doing much, chilling, and I've just been nearly finished my book, which I'll eventually talk about once I finish it. And I have so much backlog of stuff to watch. You know, I tried to get to watch more stuff this week. I didn't really get to watch as much as I wanted to, and then I have a backlog of some Arcane season 2 is out. We thank God it's finally
Still
out.
haven't seen season 1.
Yeah, she hasn't seen. She doesn't know what she's missing out on. And then a bunch of new animes, and I just got Dragon Ball Sparking Zero today, so I'm excited.
Sparkling water.
Sparkling
water.
Sparkling water. Dragon Ball Sparkling water. Yeah, I got Dragon Ball Sparkling water
Like
today,
zero sugar.
and yeah, I started playing a little bit. It looks good. It looks like it's gonna have a high learning curve, but that's good. I'm interested in that, and yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. Honestly, I think it'll be fun, and yeah, that's about it. My life's been a little bit on the chiller side
Yeah.
recently. Not nothing too hectic. How about yourself?
Well, Ferk has been away for a little bit, and I've been a little alone, and he came back with a little gift for me.
Oh, did I?
So that's my weekly stand up because it was so unexpected. It was
Make it
so
sound as if I'm a
No,
bad partner.
absolutely not.
She's like,
Absolutely not.
oh, so he always goes on trips and he doesn't bring you back anything. So when he does the one time, you're like praising him. It's like, girl, stand up.
No.
Girl, stand up.
And I get it. I hear it. But like at the same time, like, no, it's not like that. Like Farouk is always like, he's the most giving person ever. Like I want to put it out there. He's very giving. He's not stingy with his money when it comes to me. Honestly, if there's something I really, really want, he'll
It sounds
get
like it's scripted, doesn't it? It sounds
It
like
does,
she's
like,
just. It sounds
I'm
like
being held at
yeah,
gunpoint.
it's like I have to say this so we don't get canceled on the internet.
No, you've been cancelled. I don't think you care. They've been dogging on you for
I
time.
couldn't
Like,
give
it's not
up.
that deep.
I could not care.
But I feel like, for transparency's sake, like, I want to say that. But anyway, I came back. I was out with a friend, so when I came back, there's a little gift waiting for me on the table, and it
All
was
wrapped up as well.
all wrapped up. It was so sweet, and he was so excited. He was like, "What'd you leave on the table?" What is this guy doing? And it was this beautiful Skims dress that I'm wearing right now, in a different color than I already have. I have a black one, and he got me this color, and I love it so much because it didn't come like as a request or anything, and it was like he came with like such a big gift. Like he was like, I want to buy her a Skims dress. Like I
Yes.
don't even know how that talk came to mind, but I was like, wow,
Duh.
duh.
I
That was
did good.
very sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, it was so sweet.
Thank you. Thank you. I
Okay,
appreciate it.
so on to today's episode, okay? I'll give you the title and I want you to guess what this could possibly be about,
Oh
okay?
my god.
So the title is Venmo or Vows.
Ooh, Venmo or vows, as in, I assume it's saying like which one is more of a commitment, finance,
Interesting.
or
Okay.
like actually like being a, like people like maybe doing financial stuff together, like maybe let's say buying a house together, but they won't get married, kind
Oh,
of stuff.
interesting. Okay, okay.
That's
I
what
like the way you're going.
that's where my brain instantly goes. Am I
Yeah.
on the right track?
No.
She's like, I like the way you're going, but you're totally off.
Yeah.
You're like absolutely
Yeah.
on a different freaking stratosphere, bro. You're completely off.
Yeah, a little bit.
So
If also for our listeners that don't know, Venmo is like
it's
a
like
Revolut,
Revolut, Monzo,
Monzo,
TransferWise, whichever
money
ones you see. Yeah.
sharing application.
Because in America, when you send money from one bank to another bank, you can't do that. You
So
have to
you
do
need
a
a
pro.
middleman.
You have to do an act. No, no, no. You actually have to do like a proper like old school bank transfer in America. You can't
Oh.
just from one
Oh, yeah,
app
yeah, yeah.
send money
Yeah.
to another
That's
bank.
insane to
So
me.
people have to Venmo each other. So Venmo is the middleman, so people can send money from their banks to other people's bank. Is that not insane for like one of the most tech? Like they're the people who created like a lot of the big technology we use, and they're so behind when it comes to finances. As in, like when I say like banking finances, they're obviously the most ahead when it comes to like stocks and so on and so
Yeah.
forth. But is that not kind of crazy, guys? Like, holy. But yeah, I digress. Continue.
No, I agree with you. I'm writing down your idea because I like it, so we're definitely going to do that. But that's not what we're talking about today. So the reason it's Venmo or Vows is because we're going to talk a little bit about love languages.
Oh.
Okay. So,
Oh, I
you
get it.
know,
So it's
like,
like,
which one
are
are
you a gold
you?
digger who likes money, or do you want to have a family and have a dog with a
So,
child?
no, it's not quite that either.
Oh,
But you keep going with your thought process because
interesting.
it's generating good ideas. So, before we get into the like kind of questions that we're gonna discuss, I want to talk a little bit about love languages and what they are, and if you're unfamiliar with them. I don't know if we already covered this, but it's important to refresh our
You might
memories.
be a first person listening to this for the first time, even though you've already probably
Exactly.
clicked out by now because you're like the first 5 minutes were so boring. Like, oh my god, who listens to this
I don't
podcast?
care. I hope the title keeps you here. Okay. So there are 5 love languages according to whatever studies. Okay. So we have physical touch. That means you like, hugs,
Hugs, kisses,
kisses,
holding
like a
hands.
little foot massage,
Yeah,
whatever. 2, quality time. So spending quality time
not just
together,
chilling
not like a
together.
hangout,
Actual like quality focus time.
and you talk to each other
Yeah.
and like, whatever. 3, we have acts of service.
That means doing stuff. Nicolette loves that one because I always wash her stuff and put things away. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. Amazing. It's basically doing stuff for each other, like whether it's chores or like whatever, putting stuff back. 4, we have words of affirmation.
Yes, that's like saying, I love you. You're beautiful. Thank you for doing that for me. You're amazing. It's not just about complimenting, it's just acknowledging them for things and them for themselves.
That's right. And finally, on number 5, we have receiving gifts.
Gift giving, which is the most
It's
capitalistic
the most awkward one of
monetary
all, I
thing.
swear.
It's like, I love when you buy things for me. I love when you give me things.
Me, when I started off with, he got me a Skims dress.
I love when I think a lot of women are part of the gift giving
I think
thing.
women like to give gifts as well, though.
Yeah.
So it's
No,
like
no,
a.
I meant that. I didn't mean as in like
Oh,
receiving. I
okay.
think a lot of women are part of the gift giving.
But you know, when it comes to
Because,
love languages and
yeah.
like the gift part, the thing is, the gift, I hear it as you like to receive gifts, right? Like that, your love language is receiving,
Yes,
not
usually it's
necessarily,
receiving gifts. Yeah, I
not
would agree with
giving
you. Yeah,
gifts.
not giving
So,
gifts.
like, and it doesn't, my thing is like, it doesn't have to be like big things,
It depends on the
right?
person. Some people only want big things.
That's just not a love language.
Greedy
It's just
little greedy.
greedy.
How greedy?
Yeah. So that's our 5 love languages. Which would you say you? Which will okay? Will I say what I think yours are, and then you disclose them, and then
Yeah, go on. Let's
okay?
see.
I think
Actually, let this do you first because I know I'll
okay,
get
fine.
you right. So Nicoletta, physical touch. She loves hugs. She loves like holding hands. She loves like. Words of affirmation. Nicolette likes words. So she likes being told like, oh yeah, whatever, like that. What's it called acts of service? Without a doubt, she loves when I like put herself away, do all that stuff. She's like, oh my god, thank you. Like it's great. And what's the other two?
So we have quality time and receiving gifts.
Uh,
So I love them all.
Nicoletta, yeah, but I think those three
Okay.
are your main ones. To be honest, I think those. If anything, I might even swap out physical touch for quality time. I feel like you appreciate quality time a little bit more than physical touch. So I'd say those are your top three, and then physical touch and gift giving are like a secondary one for you. And then it's like, okay, yeah,
Okay. I like that you switched it last minute, because that was the right answer.
yeah, yeah,
I think yeah, quality time is like up there for me. I love spending time together.
yeah.
I love like talking and like whatever we do together, chilling, whatever. Um, I will say words of affirmation definitely up there. My second. I think these are my top 2 words of affirmation. I love
I
acts
got the
of
order right. Even
yeah. I love acts of service. So how do I put it? Like I love
guys, I'm
no
sorry.
no
I'm so
no.
good. I got it in the right order. Quality time, words of affirmation, acts of service. Look at that top three.
So for me, acts of service is not necessarily that it's my love language, but I love that that's your love language of giving. And I love that. Not necessarily the like, oh, like I love when people do things for me. I actually like doing myself,
Yeah.
but I love that that's your love language to give. Do you get me? And I love that you love me that way, in that way. So, for you, I would say physical touch. I feel like your hands are always on me at some point of the day. Um, words of affirmation is not your. It's not up there for
Couldn't
you.
care at all.
Quality time. I think you like quality time, but I don't think it's up there.
No.
And whatever, like that's why you say you like receiving gifts.
Yeah, I do.
You like receiving gifts. Like, oh, like, what you get me? Like, whatever. I always sense that with you. You get very excited when there's a gift for you, even though you're like,
I just like
don't
knowing.
buy anything for me.
I
But
like
you
knowing
like
what it
gifts.
is. It's more about the like.
But
What is it?
You like receiving gifts.
Yeah, but it's more like what is it? But yeah.
Acts of service. I think you do like acts of service. I
Yeah.
don't think you care much how much you're giving it, but I think
I give
you
it.
appreciate the acts of service being done
Yeah.
for you. But I don't think it's like whatever. So I'm actually gonna say physical touch and receiving gifts.
Yeah. To be honest, that's what it is. It's
For
just
you?
those two. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty simple man, as you can see. Everybody.
Which is great. I like buying you stuff. So
Yeah. So I'm pretty simple man. Pretty simple man.
yes. Okay. So now that we have our base, we know what they are. We know
Yeah.
what we each are. We're gonna go through some questions. Okay. And I want us to talk about them. Can someone with physical touch love language survive in a long distance relationship?
Absolutely not. They're cheating.
Oh,
They're absolutely cheating.
oh,
That's
you're even saying as
absolutely no. Absolutely, I don't think it's possible. I'm thinking about myself, to be honest. Like, so I'm a good Samaritan and I'll just break up with you. So,
yeah.
but yeah,
as you should.
I could not for a long period, like, especially nowadays when people be like, we've been dating for 3 years and we've never seen each other.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
I'm
very
like,
common. It's very common.
just say you're messing with other hoes, like, please.
But some people are very like loyal, like, but maybe their love language is different.
Yeah, maybe,
I
yeah.
never thought about that.
Quality time, obviously. If it's like quality
Yeah.
time, then it's fine because they play video games online. I love how I assumed it's like gamers, but like whether they
That's kind of
they
disrespectful.
they FaceTime every day or whatever,
Words of affirmation also
Yeah,
works
exactly.
in that situation.
Situation like, but
Even gift giving works.
yeah, but physical touch just does not work. I don't think it's possible. Like, you don't have that person there. You can't touch them. You can't hold them, and nothing. I think it's no. I honestly don't think it's. And if you think you can, you're lying to yourself, buddy.
Yeah.
You're lying to yourself. It's okay. No need to lie to me. You can lie to yourself. But yeah, yeah, I don't think it's possible. What do you think?
Okay. Do you know what? I think this question really made me really think, because up until now I was very like, long distance relationships, just like, what's the point of them? Like, people doing them just makes no sense. Like, you have to be there with the person, blah blah blah. But I think that's because I appreciate being there physically.
Yeah.
But there are people who
They don't
it
really
doesn't really
care. What matters is
know?
the other things,
Exactly.
and all the other things can be done without.
Exactly. So it really got my brain spinning.
Spinning.
My little yeah. Yeah. So I think I don't think it could survive either.
I could not.
I don't think it could survive.
No.
I think they could make it work for a short period of time.
Yeah, like you can do it for a bit, like
We were separated for a while. Like,
Yeah,
we weren't always
months.
living together. Were you
Yeah.
cheating on me? Exactly. See, it's possible. That's what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm saying.
Guys, move on to the next point real quick.
So I think but do you think in like general long distance relationships are like yay or nay?
Nay,
Nay.
I don't like them.
I agree.
Like, unless like you've somehow, some way found like the most perfect, ultra perfect person for you, like, I think it's really hard to. And once again, like, who am I? I might just be like an oldie head, like an old head, being like, back in my day, we actually met our women in real life. we didn't date none of these virtual women,
Probably us with our kids.
So like, that kind of stuff. So it's one of those things where it's like, I think I could be wrong, like, but in my personal opinion, I don't think it's
Okay.
feasible easily. I think it takes a lot of work.
I agree.
And I think both people have to be really cool people for it to be work.
So the answer is no for both of us.
Exactly.
Okay.
Clearly, the answer is Nicolette and I are not really cool people because we can't make it work.
No,
So.
sorry. Sorry, Billy. Okay. So, if words of affirmation is your love language, how would you handle a partner that only responds in emojis or like says ILY instead of I love you, that kind of thing?
I think that would still work in our current day and age because emoji is a language. Emojis are a language in this day and age now. We use them to express things that we can't express in words.
Like if your love language is words of affirmation, you like the words.
But no. You like the words, right?
Yeah.
It's not about the words. It's not actually about the words. It's about the meaning of the words, right? And when
That's not true. I'm gonna disagree.
No, and in the sense of, and even if you want to say the words, right? It's literally proven that now emojis have become part of common language, right? So like they mean something, they express something.
But
so I say honestly, for maybe not for you, but for younger people who grew up very heavily using emojis, it is words of affirmation.
I'm going to disagree because
It's good we love a little disagree.
Yeah, I see emojis as a way to express yourself, but not words. Because
All right, oldie.
No, I see it as like if you do something for me, like if you wash my plate for me, that's not words of affirmation. That's you hinting that you love me, but you're not telling me you love me how I want you to tell me you love me. So if you send me an emoji of
I'll be like, quick emoji.
Yeah, and let's be honest, if you're sending me, like, you'd have to send me 50 emojis to tell me a story. Like, how are you telling me you love me and I'm the love of your life? You can't just send me, like, an aubergine and, like raining emojis. Like, a heart eye emoji is not gonna convey the same thing as you being like, I love you so much, like you're so beautiful. Like, how are you gonna tell me you love? How are you
But
gonna tell me I'm beautiful through
that's
emojis?
because you don't value emojis. You don't value emojis. The young people, they'll agree with me, guys. Feel free to
But it's
discuss this.
not words.
They see it as words. It's language is contextual. Language changes,
Let me be real.
and like,
If you are accepting emojis as your love language, or like someone telling you that they love you, you need to raise your standards. Please raise your
but for
standards.
them, it's a language. It's a
No.
language. Like using emojis is the same thing as using words.
No,
So
because then
using the emojis and sending the heart
No.
eyes, he's like, oh, he loves me.
No.
Because it conveys, oh, I love you. And he's like, yeah.
No.
And she's like, yeah, oh, he loves me.
No.
Or she's like,
How are you gonna tell me through emojis that I'm so beautiful you were thinking about me today?
yeah, heart eyes, heart. Like, Nicoletta, you're just too old. You're not in with the click.
It's so annoying.
You're not in with the click. The rest of us.
Clearly, you don't value words of affirmation because I don't need to pretend it's my love language. It's my love
I can't
language.
wait for Gen Alpha to be talking in emojis, and then Nicoletta is like, none of you really love each other because you're all just talking emojis. You're not really even
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah. Because when you're in person, what do you do? Just look at each other and make the
For
faces.
people who are listening, that was me making emoji faces.
What are you doing in person?
You just look at
Do you
each other.
speak?
You look at each other. You send each other
No,
emojis.
language is never gonna die. Like I agree with you.
when we
Emojis are
when we go into the virtual world, you know how in Fortnite they like they can do the thing and it shows like a little
Yeah.
thing. It's like emoji, emoji, emoji. Send it off.
Anyways, I think how would I handle it? I wouldn't. I wouldn't handle it. Like what do you mean? I need you to tell me words.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
But you are
but
meant
then
to
at the
say
same
if you're someone with this love language, not
No,
you.
no. I know, and I think it's fine. That's what I'm saying. I think it's fine as long as
Clearly you don't value
are a
it enough.
young person
No.
who values
No.
emojis.
You're telling me that people will value emojis more than language? We speak.
But my point I'm conveying is that emojis is a language.
No.
It is part of the language.
Part. You see what I mean?
It is part
you
of
need
the language.
words.
So like saying love and saying heart and sending the heart emoji is the same thing. That's what I'm saying. They're equivalent.
No.
Yes.
A love heart could be added. It's like an X at the end of a sentence.
No.
XX.
That's what I'm saying. Emojis are part of the language. So a heart and the word love are the same equivalent.
No.
Yes.
And if you think that, you better rethink.
Oh God, guys.
Absolutely not. Guys, it's such a hard no for me.
It's a hard no.
No. Like, don't go on near me with your stupid emojis. Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
On to the next one. Is it acts of service if someone pays for someone to do it?
So like instead of giving you a massage, they pay someone to give you a massage.
Yes. Or like say instead of you helping me with the chores, you pay someone to do your chores for you. Yes, he said that sounds a lot worse, eh?
I think it let me be real. I think it is both gift giving and acts of service at the same time. But the problem is people want to see the other person doing it. For them, it's not enough, which is kind of weird. That's kind of like some weird slave shit. Let me not lie, because
No, it isn't.
I'm sorry.
You think it's not more safe to pay someone to do your
No,
stuff?
no. As in, it's like, as in, you're like, I want to see you do it. You clean up after me, not them. You. Does that not sound weird? Kind of sounds weird. But yeah, I think it is both gift giving and acts of service. But I believe the person would not see it as an act of service.
Would you?
Me. Yeah, I would. I'm like
if every
you
week,
got 2 in 1.
I'm gonna say that you wouldn't see it that way. I'll tell you why.
Apparently, this girl knows me better than I know me.
No, but I do, and that's true. That's just facts. Here's why. So, right, every week there's a cleaner coming to our house, and
Okay.
every week I'm like, you see all this I did for you, baby. I put our laundry, I washed our laundry, I cleaned your kitchen, and you're like, you didn't do shit. The
Bianca
lady who
did.
came in did it. Yeah, exactly. The lady that came in did it, and I'm like,
But you paid Bianca.
yeah, I'm like, no, but I did it because I paid her, so I did it.
No, you didn't do it.
Yeah, you would not
But
value
you
shit. You wouldn't value
paid
it
for it.
You'd say that was a nice gift you got.
Yes,
Me.
you're like, oh, I really appreciate you paying for that.
So that's what I said. This is not an act of service.
You know what? She actually kind of got me there with that example.
I know.
Shame.
I know.
You actually did get me there with that example, yeah, because I would call you out.
You'd be like-
If you said the words "I cleaned up," I'm like, Bianca cleaned up. You didn't clean up.
Exactly.
But at the same time, I still think it's like nice that you got someone to do that. But I'm not gonna
But
die on
the
this
thing
hill.
is, if
I'm not
I-
dying on this hill.
No, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like if I'm getting it to do it, first of all, you wouldn't even think it's a gift for you. You'd be like, you just did it for yourself.
You lazy piece of.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't be like, oh, I did this for you. No, you didn't.
But then think about, okay, let's put this on his head, because there's actually a few different scenarios where this flip flops. Cooking, right? Mm-hmm. If you paid a personal chef to come in and make us food, that's really cool for me.
But it's not an act of service.
I think that's an act of service, because it's like, oh, I know you like to eat, so I am getting you someone that's going to cook really. No. I'm getting someone that's going to cook really food. I think that one is more of an act of service, to be honest. I disagree. Because it's cooking.
I disagree because in the same breath, we'd be sitting down at the table, you're like, look what I did for you, baby. Look what I cooked for you. You like all this work I did. While you're sitting there watching the chef.
You see, the thing is, like, I'm thinking about it in the scenarios where, like, let's say you order takeaway, right? You know, it's like, here you go, baby. Because, like, let's say your shorty's just terrible at cooking. So she's doing you a service by ordering food and not cooking. So it's like, and I'm like, I really appreciate this. This really truly is an act of service, an act of kindness, even.
No.
But you hear me, right?
I get you, but I do think that's still a gift. Like I'm gifting you this better
No,
experience.
because it's a meal. It's not a gift.
But you're paying.
I know, but it's not. It's a gift and an act of service because you're giving me food. I feel like.
But I'm buying you food. I'm not giving you food that I cooked. Like I just feel like.
Maybe
service,
you know what? Maybe it is gift giving because I love when Nicola buys me food.
Yeah.
And that's one of my favorite things.
You're like, you're buying? You're paying?
Yeah, no, you know, maybe I am a big gift giving.
You are. You
person.
love gifts.
I love when Nicola buys me food because I love food.
Yeah.
And I love. Do you know what I love more than food? Free food.
Yeah, it's not act of service.
Yeah, you win this one, buddy.
I know.
You win this one, buddy. It's not act of service. It's not.
I know that.
Okay. I know. I'm little. I just violated whoever was wearing headphones and listening to this on your way to work. Walking. I'm so sorry, Sophie.
Poor girl. Poor girl. Okay. Can taking one for the team count as acts of service? Like watching something that you hate?
Yes, absolutely. 1 billion. The amount of times I do this for this woman.
Not enough.
Guys, because you know me.
You haven't watched enough Christmas movies with me.
You know me. I'm an artiste. I have a higher intellect.
Yes.
Appreciation for the fine arts. And then this woman wants me to watch rom-coms, this, that, things that are nonsensical. Can you imagine me, an artist? It doesn't make sense. But I do it for her because I know she loves it. Yeah. But yeah, no, I joke. Yeah, absolutely, I do. Because sometimes sitting through some of these things is grueling mentally.
But, okay, so it is. But if you're constantly complaining through it,
but then it's not. Yes,
it's not, because it's like you're making me have a bad time now too.
Yeah, but you see, what I do is I make her have more fun because I add Farouk commentary. Yeah, charisma and commentary. I always improve everything because Nicola loves to watch really shitty things. But but she doesn't realize they're shit because I make them better.
Well, no, because I watch a lot of shit stuff by myself.
And then she's like, man, this would be way better with Farouk.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But I think everything we better with Farouk.
I know.
He's my bestie. We were just talking about that today.
Pause.
Huh? We were just talking about that today about how like I find it crazy to like think of going to do an experience and not have you with me, and not because it's like, oh my god,
I'm
you
like,
just
leave that bitch at home.
shut up.
Uh,
Like I just feel like I feel like it's hard for people to grasp because it's like, oh, you just bring your boyfriend
She's
everywhere.
obsessed with
You know,
me,
you just bring your
guys.
boyfriend everywhere. But to me, it's like, if I'm planning to do something with friends, you are my friend. Like, people don't realize that we've been friends for a very long fucking time. Oh my god,
I'm
I just
tired.
cussed. Sorry.
I'm tired.
We've been friends for like 11 years and a half.
Have we been friends or have we been dating?
Both. I think your partner should be your best friend.
I think they should be one of your closest friends. They don't have to be your best friend.
They should be your best friend.
But like,
If at the
you
end
can
of
have
the
multiple best friends.
you could, but at the end of the day, it's like who do you feel most like comfortable?
Yeah,
So-
no, because let's be freaking for real. There's a lot of partners out there that they may be, you might think of them as your ride or die, and then next thing you know, all you do is dying. That's a good one. That was off the dome too.
I wasn't planning that one.
I wasn't even planning that one.
Like, I get you, but I think in the most optimal situation,
Which
your
is
partner
okay.
will be your
I
best
fully
friend.
understand you,
Yeah.
but let's be fucking for real. Let's be supercalifragilisticexpialidociously fucking for real right now.
Yeah.
In 90% of relationships, that person is not your ride or die. They're your die. They will die. They will let you die.
It's sad because it's true.
Yeah, so
It's
I
sad
don't
because
think
it's true.
that's why I said don't let them be your best friend unless you're in a real loving relationship that is like 1% of relationships. Let them be someone that is a really good friend
Yeah.
because let me be honest and let me be very frank. Like most guys, your best mates, like your best boys, will actually die for you,
Yeah.
not let you die. You
Yeah.
know, more than the girl that you think is like
Yeah.
the love of your life.
Yeah.
You know, so like, and I think a lot of guys make that mistake of pushing those guys to the side, and then it ends up biting them in the ass
Girls do
later
that
on. They're
too,
like,
though.
oh, everyone does
You
it,
know?
absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I'm saying. It's like I think in most the actual good advice is they should be one of your closest friends,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe not your best friend unless you can see that ride or die potential.
I agree because like you said, a lot of people push away their friends
Mm-hmm.
when someone comes along and like whatever, and then they break up, and like your friends will still be there for you. You know, you should definitely still have like really close friends.
Yeah.
Like I have close friends that I'm like, she got me. Like, you know, if I call
Yeah,
her,
exactly.
like, she got me. But like ideally in a situation your partner is your ride or die. Like you would want to
Ideally.
think that. You would want
In
to
a
think
perfect
that.
world,
But
and too bad we don't live in a perfect
We
fucking
don't.
world.
And there's a lot of like relationships where they're not even friends. They barely even speak.
Yeah.
You know? So that makes it even
All they do is ride each other.
no die.
No dying.
Ride.
Just ride.
Yeah, no, that makes me sad because I think when we started dating, like naturally because of our age and everything,
We were friends
we
first.
became very good friends.
Yeah.
And Farouk is a very good friend. He's very like
I know.
he's
All my
very
friends
loyal.
love me.
He's a very loyal, honest person. I think actually always valued his honesty. While I hate it in the moment, especially when I'm angry and I want to act out, after when I reflect, I always really appreciate that he was like keeping it real about what I should do. So it's like he's always been a really good friend.
More of the story, get you a friend like Farouk.
Yeah. So now tell me about me.
No, Nicholas has always been a very good friend. I think the same characteristics you see in me is the same characteristic I see in you, and I think that's why we work out because we're both very big like ride or die type friends.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like if I give you the luxury of being called my friend, I will do anything for you.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like friendships should work.
I agree.
You know, but every single one of you are calling fucking Nancy down the road your friend, even though you guys only have a chat and a coffee here and there. But in reality, behind each other, you're talking about sleeping with our husbands.
Oh, child. Okay. Okay. On to the last question of the day. Is it quality time if both people are on their phones?
Yeah.
Okay.
It can be. It can be. I know scenarios where like even actually take for example there recently. It was me and Wale like near the end of the day. He was on TikTok and I was TikTok. We're just like we're like, hey, look at it. We're just laughing and then we just laugh and then we just laugh again and just keep going back and forth. So yeah, I think you can do that.
I think we're definitely in an age where that's entirely possible.
Yeah, exactly. I think you'd have to be an old head to think you can't do that
Hey,
because
don't call them old heads. Just a little bit older.
okay, grandma. But
Some of them wish they were grandmas.
Yeah, no, I think honestly, I do think it's absolutely in our day and age, absolutely, it's possible to both be on your phone and still be on quality time.
I agree.
As long as like there's some form of you know what, you don't even have to say words. You could just literally just like send each other TikToks and laugh. Just literally, they could be sitting there, I could be sitting here and say like.
But I would say us sharing the activity together definitely makes a quality time. Because if you're sending a TikTok and I'm somewhere else, it's not the same.
Yeah, it's being in the room. If we're laughing together. Like seeing the reaction.
Yeah, if we're laughing together. And that is a way that we have quality time together. We like sit at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, before bed, Nicoletta spammed me with like 30, 50 TikToks. And then I get into my bed with her and then she's like, open up the TikTok she said I sent you, and then she's like, I get to laugh at them again because I get to see your reaction.
It's amazing, actually.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely possible.
Yeah, I do think so.
I think people who like spend time on their phones together and like don't interact at all, that's not really quality time.
Yeah, it's not.
But if we're like talking, laughing, sharing like content, whatever, it can be. Yeah.
Yeah, no, honestly, like it was like this. It was like. Once again, what it is like this meme he posted before is like, oh, if I'm on a FaceTime call with you and you just cut the phone when there's been silence, just tell me you hate me because it's fine for there to be silence. It's just our souls talking. It's like, as like you're doing things, just let the silence be there. And I actually agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with the phone just, just being there while we're doing stuff and like,
that's interesting.
You cut off the soul conversation.
It's interesting about silence. I remember when I was younger, and I think there was a poem or something that we read, and it really stuck with me since, because the author mentioned...
Clearly not good enough, because she doesn't remember the name of the author of the poem.
Or the poem. But I remember the line. It was like, we were sitting together in comfortable silence. And I never associated silence with something comfortable. And... it was a good lesson to learn very early on.
Yeah. Silence is not a bad thing.
It can be really comfortable. Like, we can sit each other, like, comfortably in silence. It doesn't have to be, like, filled in. Like, the time doesn't have to be, like, filled in with someone doing something. Just, like, comfortably sitting together, having a good time. And I think we do that. Obviously, we live together. We've been together a long time.
Yeah.
But, like, sometimes, like, we'd just be in the car and, like, comfortably sitting together in silence.
Comfortable silence.
And I like that. So I agree. Quality time can be silent too.
Honestly, you're making people print our downfall. They're like, perfect relationship. I can't wait until the fucking
wait till the next episode where we share all the shit.
But you see the difference between you and us is that we really don't give a shit.
Yeah.
About how it ends. Like you care. We don't.
Yeah. We pray every day.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Inshallah.
But that's all we had for you today.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed in comfortable silence. Listening to the podcast.
That's not really silence, but okay.
No, but they were in silence, listening to our voice. ASMR.
So did you understand the vows or Venmo or vows?
Yeah, I think I kind of understood. It's like whether it was gift giving or like, words of affirmation. That's what we're going to call the podcast episode. And with that, we will see you in the next episode. Till next time. Peace.